My name is Steve Kirshenbaum, founder and CEO of SAT Preparation Group. I want to personally thank you for taking the time to learn about the basics of the SATs and ACTs. It takes at least 2 months to prepare students for her or his first SAT or ACT. Now, it certainly helps if a student is mature enough to do the work necessary to succeed. It is also quite useful if a student has some decent reading and vocabulary experience. Studying, reading, and vocabulary definitely takes the longest due to the randomness of the vocabulary in the reading passages. The math and grammar, on the other hand, are much easier to learn because there's a certain repeatability to it. The grammar is the easiest subject to prepare for because there are only about 13 concepts to brush up on. These patterns repeat themselves sometimes 4 or 5 times per test. So if a diligent student keeps seeing these same easily recognized patterns over and over again, he or she will be able to quickly and substantially improve. Now, keep in mind that the College Board and the ACT test writers never ask the same exact question twice, at least that I've seen. But they do like to repeat the same patterns quite often. The math section requires one to learn and understand about 50 concepts. These concepts have been strewn about through 5 or more years of math, so they need to be consolidated and relearned. Keep in mind that the test writers go way beyond the basic formulas learned in school over the years, so new patterns of problem solving need to be instilled. Nevertheless, it's not rocket science. It's just recognizing enough patterns enough times to get the neurons to connect so that on the real test the student can take this advanced knowledge and quickly know what to do. Keep in mind that the math patterns don't show up as often as the grammar patterns do. And there are more concepts to learn with the math, so it takes a little more effort to get all the math patterns down pat. The ACT includes a science section, whereas the SAT does not. There's nothing really to know about in the science section, but it does take a little practice to improve data interpretation skills. If you'd like more information, I have 20+ free SAT/ACT videos on frequently asked questions and lots of free content on life skills for teens and young adults that I'd love to share with you that will answer virtually every question you have about preparing for these difficult standardized tests and the real world. If you go to youthquest.org or prepsattest.com and click on the blog link, you can easily sign and get all of these. Make today and every day an outstanding adventure.